have you all here. And I am very excited and I'm honored to be introducing David Cook to you guys. I've known him and looked up to him my whole life. He's technically my dad's cousin by marriage, but Casey, we've called him Uncle David and Aunt Phyllis all our lives, and they've called us their nieces, and that's what we are. He was also my superintendent at school, Hoxie High School. I remember in 7th grade playing basketball. You guys probably don't even know that I know this, but we had to all have the same shoes. They were Ambi shoes. The whole team ordered them, and everyone had picked them up and paid for them except me, because my parents didn't have the money. And I remember being kind of upset because a girl on the team said, "You won't get to play at the first game if you don't have your shoes." And then somehow I got my shoes, and I know, who it was, and that really meant a lot. That's something I'll never forget. And I also remember from high school being intrigued with civics in 9th grade, learning about the legislative system, how the government worked, the checks and balances. It was all very interesting to me. And then I grew up and I realized it didn't quite work the way the textbook said it did. It didn't tell you about the lobbyists and the special interests. And that's what we need to get out of Washington. And that's why I want to support David Cook in his campaign for the seat of Marion Berry. He's an average Arkansas man, okay? He's just like you, he's just like me. And that's what we need, is someone that's there for the taxpayers, not the big businesses, not the lobbyists. Someone that's there for the teachers and the students, those who need work, those who need food, those who need health care, those who have family serving in the military. And by the way, he's the only veteran that is in this race currently. So I just wanted to let you all know that is why I support him. He's been where we all are. He's not a politician, he's an Arkansan. So it's my pleasure to introduce David Cook.
Well, she said it, so. But I'm not a lifetime politician, and of course I'm not a lobbyist and hadn't been a lobbyist, but I have been an educator for 32 years, and that I'm really proud of that. And I am a veteran. I am the only veteran in it. I've served almost 5 years active duty and then a year active reserve from the Navy, and really enjoyed it. I had a top secret special intelligence clearance. It uprooted the family, and we had to travel and serve and work for our country, and I was proud to do that. And I think we need to remember our veterans, because they are uprooted and they go all over the world and have to leave Arkansas, but most of the time they will come back here to the state. I am currently state representative for District 80 in Chart Randolph County, and have been for, I'm term limited, this will be my last year in that job here in Arkansas. As I said, I'm an educator, and I think it's time that someone went to Washington and tried to educate them on the needs of the people here in Arkansas and here in the Congressional District. My past has taught me a lot of valuable lessons. My mom and dad, I was born on the banks of the San Francisco River in Lee County. There were 7 kids in my family. My mom and dad never went to school, not one day in their life. I was the first ever in my family to graduate from high school, let alone college. But I did, and I worked hard, and I ended up receiving 3 college degrees, and it came from hard work. I know what it's like to be hungry. I know what it's like not to have health care and not to have medicine when you're sick. And I know what it's like trying to pay for your kids' college, being middle class and being frustrated and out there and trying to get a good job and work. One thing we need to do is send somebody to Congress that will say, look, we need some common sense fiscal responsibility here in our federal government. In Arkansas, we have to have a balanced budget. We set categories of spending, and if we don't have the money, we don't spend it on the lower categories, and we balance the budget. And I think on the federal level, we need to do the same thing. We can't continue to go in debt and print money when you don't have it. And we just can't do that. We need to stop deficit spending and cut the fat out of the budget. Health care, I think that we need health care, not the one that's there now. There's no way that you can get a health care program bill that weighs a ton and costs a fortune and it be good for the people. It may be good for the pharmaceutical and the medical industry and someone else, but it won't be as good for the people. We need to, back in my old college days, I had a professor named Jim Smoot, and he said one thing that in doing stuff in life, you need to use the KISS principle. And I didn't know what that was at first, but he explained it very simply. He said, keep it simple, stupid. So you need to keep it simple. We can surely come up with a health plan that would be simple enough for the people to understand there in Washington, D.C. More than anything else, I believe that the common man here in Arkansas and the people here in Arkansas deserve to be heard. And if you send me to Washington, D.C., the old educator in me, I'm going to try to do a lesson plan for them. And it's going to be, we are here to serve the people. People are tired of the status quo and not getting things done in Washington, D.C. I'll tell you, if you send me to D.C., the people in my country will come before my party or anything else. I will not forget the people here in Arkansas. I'm going to be like a scrappy dog. I'm going to grab them by the leg and hold on and bite them until somebody listens to me. And I will get their attention. Even though I'll only be one of 435, I will get their attention. I will work hard, and I will work for the people of Arkansas. And thank you very much for y'all coming out today, and God bless you.
You did make me cry.
Okay.